Face-off win again by the Isles. And they move it over here to the near side for Brad Isbister. His NHL career started with the Phoenix Coyotes. On the center now, but Kobe Peterson. Peterson bang it towards the goal, and Garceau had a little problem with that, but Snowy's able to juggle it and hold on to it. I asked Snowy today at the morning skate whether or not he was watching the game because we made reference to him, and you win the bet, Ezzo.
Yeah, nice little play.
If he understood what I said through the glass, I think he did.
Toby Peterson leading the rookies in shots on goal. 3 goals on the year. Keep shooting the puck, good things will happen.
That was a face-off win by the Penguins, apparently, and Kasparaitis towards the net. Flex offline. Former Islander defenseman Kasparaitis. The Isles, it's interesting. For all the people they've had in New York over the last few years, Isbister coming hard to the net. He scores. He put it right through Hedberg. Brad Isbister bangs one in with a backhander, and the Islanders strike first and lead here in Pittsburgh. I don't know how that puck got through Hedberg. He seemed to have it covered, but somehow it had eyes to get behind him. The Islanders scored 4:43 of the first period.
Well, Yashin made the play, Mike, because I mean he almost turned it into a 2-on-1 situation, and Isbister just turned on the Jets, and a great little play right inside the blue line by Kavashi. Ian Moran got caught right in the middle, went right between the legs of Johan Hedberg.
It appeared to hit the stick of Kasparaitis. Kind of change a little bit on him. But Isbister gets the goal, and he's been struggling, so he gets himself going. They move these lines back together in an effort to try and get some offense, and the Isles, Violette looks like a genius here. He wanted to make a couple of moves, and Isbister gets him off and running here with the opening goal at the Mellon Arena. Just not had good luck. The last 3 times they played the Islanders here in this building, the Islanders have come out on top. But one club, you know, you talk about Morozov being so strong against the New Jersey Devils. If there's one team the Penguins do not like to play in the National Hockey League, a team that has their number despite whatever their record has been over the years, the New York Islanders. They've never beaten them in a playoff series, and they always seem to come to play and play some of their best hockey against Pittsburgh. Michael Pekka to the net, and Hedberg through a maze of bodies makes the save on Michael Pekka. Robert Lang and Pekka exchange words here to the right of the goal. Yashin's going to get a helper here. See how he put a stick out there?
That's exactly what happened. It just kind of changed direction on him. It did go between his legs. I don't know if Isbister was trying to get the puck upstairs or not.
Keep at the line by Kiprusoff. Kiprusoff down the boards. Yashin shoots one. Kick save. Hedberg. Boy, Yashin got a terrific shot off with traffic in front. Hedberg made a good save.
Yeah, Isbister's doing a nice job trying to stay in front of Hedberg, and Hedberg even seems to be fighting the puck somewhat.
Hammerlick throws it cross ice. Tchaikovsky leaves it back behind the Pittsburgh net. 34 to the Islander power play. Comes to the corner to Lang, and now the Islanders will have to chase.
What the Islanders are doing on this power play, Howie, that I don't think we've seen them do much lately, is they're making the one pass and they're taking the shot. They're getting the puck through to the net. And Hedberg has had, what, 3 or 4 saves on this power play alone.
Bates dumps it around the boards. Nice play by Tchaikovsky. Janssen gets it back to Tchaikovsky, who's leveled by Ian Moran. Big hit by Moran as the
back to the left point. Janssen sets it up, and he'll go to Michael Pekka. Right back to Janssen. 8:45 to go in the first period. The Islanders lead 1-0 on a goal by Brad Isbister. Moving the puck around effectively. Bates and Janssen, the 2-point men. They've got a pretty good second power play unit working. Pekka in front. Oh, a deflection and a big save by Hedberg. It's knocked in, though. It's Parrish, I think, who got the stick down there, or Pekka. They found the loose puck off of Hedberg, and it's a power play goal, and the Islanders get another one.
Well, Tchaikovsky was there as well, Mike, in front of the net, but the initial shot by Michael Pekka, I think, went off the right leg of Joe Melikar. Pekka shoots it, and it goes off the skate of Parrish right there, and it just lays there. And Parrish is down on his rear end. Tchaikovsky's there as well.
I think it's Parrish who went
Yeah, I
diving
think
to knock
you're
it
right.
in.
Right at the end. He's still on his rear end.
Look at
There's his
that.
stick. Absolutely. Well,
No.
Was right on the line. Tchaikovsky
You're
was right
right,
there
baby.
as well. to get another look at it, but Pekka's shot at the net. That puck went off the right skate. I thought it went off of Melikar. The puck was right on the goal line. I think it is Marius Cherkovsky.
Well, the eyes of an eagle. Yaddy-o. Nice call, Eddie. Edzo. Don't call me Ed.
Thank you for that.
Well, I want to set this straight when people see you on the street. I don't call you.
Very much and gets it.
Well, they wanted to get Isbister and Cherkovsky going. Well, they're going. Goals for each of them. Cherkovsky on the power play. And so the Islanders with a 2-0 lead. Parrish will get an assist, so his point streak now at 12. Yashin got an assist on the first goal. His point streak now at 5. Kovalev a drive and a glove save by Snow. 13-3 Islanders in shots, 2-0 on the scoreboard.
Well, you knew Cherkovsky was going to score a goal after all the practice that he put in this morning.
Yeah.
Right?
Going for that little hole in the glass, right?
Yeah, there it is. Trying to find it. Long time. First he was by himself. Working on it, trying to hit that little spot, then said, oh, this'll work. And then later on he attracted the attention of some of his teammates. This time they went for the square one, and there it is. Cherkovsky puts it in.
You know who else's attention he attracted last time we were in Pittsburgh? Gary Guider, the Islanders' traveling secretary, because Chow put one right through that hole and it Karam and hit Carey in a place that he does not want to be reminded he was hitting.
That comes with the territory, right?
I guess so. I mean, if you're going to stand around there, anything's possible. Well, Kavasha in the box for hooking at 11:52. And so now the Penguins to the power play, but the Islanders gain the zone as Blake slides one wide. First power play of the night for Pittsburgh. And the Islander penalty killing second in the NHL. Of course, penalty killers, talk about a body clock. They've got to be a little rusty. They didn't even get a chance to kill a penalty on Saturday night at the Molson Center.
Strange happening.
Wasn't that first time since 1980? The Islanders played a game without taking a penalty. Back in that game, that 1980 game was against Hartford at the Coliseum. Wally Harris was the referee that night. He did not call a penalty on either team. He did not take his whistle out of his pocket the entire night. And all I can remember is Chico Resch in the locker room afterwards saying, oh boy, Wally was in all his glory tonight. He was able to go up and down the ice and not have to work at all. 60 minutes, he didn't call a penalty on either team.
Old-time hockey.
I guess.
He was the only referee that game?
Yeah, they only had one of those days, didn't they? That's right. So if he says no penalties, you don't have some guy 100 feet away that decides to call one. Roosevelt.
I thought you were going to make a comment about the two referee system.
No. You know, if they had two, they probably would have found one or two, which they probably should have. Can we get everything covered? Peterson straight away, floats one, and I think that deflected into the seats. It's in the crowd all right.
Yeah, it might have gone off the stick of Michael Pekka. Pekka was up high, and Tibbetts is, yeah. Gar Snow doesn't like people hanging around his crease. Once on the ankle. See again. It's behind the neck. Trying to see it. Oh, and one little shot right there. Didn't feel very good. Tibbetts let him know, and he's to the bench for a line change.
He's had better moments, such as the one he had recently when...
Is that Billy Smith in there? Oh, it is Gar Snow. See him use that stick.
I was going to say, Tibbetts had an overtime goal recently. You don't think of him as any kind of goal scorer. And you don't think of the Penguins as being two from the bottom of the league in power play either. But, you know, when you figure Lemieux and hip surgery and Kovalev with knee surgery, and they're out for a stretch, that explains a lot of it.
And Marty Straka, who plays the power play. Remember, this is a 5-forward power play, or it has been at least for Pittsburgh when everyone's healthy.
Straka's probably going to miss the rest of the regular season with a broken leg.
Now, by the way, they did surgery. They put an 18-inch steel rod into his tibia, which will remain there for certainly the rest of his career.
Lemieux gets it for Peterson. In over the line. I say Lemieux, Claude Lapointe. Boy, he'll thank me for that someday. But Claude turns it over, and Roosevelt into the Islanders zone. Michael Roosevelt gives it away.
Here's Lemieux again.
Well, we'll find out in a minute. He's got Scatchard on the other side. The pass to Scatchard, but he gets locked up. Good defensive play by Lang, who got back.
Boy, Pittsburgh really struggling to get anything going in this game.
Chris Beach for a shot. Saved by Snow. Rebound pushed wide by a tumbling Tibbetts. And the puck cleared all the way down by Hammerlick. Picked up by Kavasha coming out of the box. Pekka went to the net. Puts it back at the hash marks. No Islander there. And Beach has it for Pittsburgh. 5:54 remaining in a first period. The Islanders have outshot the Penguins 14-5. Another bouncing puck. Tibbetts closes in. Snow took the angle away. That puck continues to bounce and hop and skip. Tibbetts out from behind. Wheels it in front. Snow slid over and made the save on Morozov. And that keeps the Islanders in front 2-0. Bates moves it quickly. Jansson's pass broken up. Parrish got it back. Can't reach it a second time, nor can anybody until Tchaikovsky grabs it. Now for Bates. Down low, missed by Parrish, but Pekka plays it in the corner. 53 to the power play. Jansson pinches, misses the puck, and here comes Lang. Robert Lang shorthanded. Pekka gets right back to him.
Found a way in,
Lang.
and felt pretty good to put that one in.
You've been frustrated at all, Brad? I mean, I know you've been trying to get going, but how tough has it been on you?
Well, it's been tough. I've just been trying to, keep it simple and, keep playing my game and trying to get chances. And, they haven't been going in for me. Obviously, it starts to get frustrating. And, I think that's what I try.
And yes, folks, it is a great day for hockey.
Morozov trying to sneak it to the net. Snow comes out, flick it with that goaltender's play, but right back to Morozov. It comes with a wraparound. Snow very quickly got back. Well, Snowy out there dancing with that long reach. Boy, he looks at the referee as if to say, got to be careful there myself. Watch how close this is.
I think the Penguins should take note of that, Mike. As soon as they're trying to stuff the puck around the net, Snow's going right down. So here he kind of gets out of net a little too aggressive. Good play by Morozov. So maybe what they could do is next time there's an opportunity for a stuff, if there's nobody on him, maybe take an extra stride out towards the middle of the ice. Snow goes down, try to get the puck upstairs, because more times than not, your first reaction is try to stuff it around. Buy some time, take a step out, and throw it back upstairs.
Tibbetts to Ian Moran. Beach will come up with a puck. This time he coughed it up to Alexei Yashin. Well, he holds that puck so well. Yashin, fake a shot, great pass, good shot by his Bister, and 3-1 Islanders. I'll tell you, Yashin has great patience. Great patience. He just held that puck, looked off on Hedberg like he was going to shoot it, and then flipped it to his Bister. He gets his second goal as he went up the ladder. That's a pretty goal.
Well, the patience is the thing, Mike, but you got to lay this guy right on his rear end. Somebody's got to put a body on him. Tibbetts skates by, Beach skates by. Yashin's got all day. Here's Isbister, comes in at a terrible angle and goes top shelf on Hedberg. And a great play by Yashin, don't get me wrong, but when this guy's standing there, he's a dangerous guy. They're getting a 6. Everybody's reaching for the puck. When you start reaching and trying to play the puck, a guy like Yashin's going to make you look silly. That's exactly what happened.
Two things. First of all, you mentioned the magic when he had the puck, controlling it somehow, keeping it on his stick. The second thing he did is he faked a shot and got the goaltender Hedberg to freeze. And then I should mention a third thing, not a bad pass. There it is again. Look at this. Look at this. Now watch the fake shot right there. Fake and the pass. Got Kasparaitis to go down, got Hedberg to freeze a little bit, and then the perfect pass, and Isbister had some room on that side and put it in. What a play from Yashin. Oh, man. Look at this. 2 players right past him. And then that. And what a shot. Hedberg didn't play it as bad as I thought. Maybe didn't freeze all that much. Tried to get over there in a hurry. That was a perfect shot by Brad Isbister.
You won't see a better individual effort by one guy leading to Isbister's goal.
Pair. They got a pair, right?
Pair usually not really enough. Snow around the board. Hardina in front there. He is stopped by Snow. He thought he had goal number 4. Hardina set him up, but Snow somehow found a way to keep that puck out of the net.
Did that hit the near post?
I'm not sure.
There's a way that Kovalev reacted. Great pass by Hrdina right between the legs of Hans Janssen.
I think you're reading it right. I think it did hit the post and bounce right to Snow.
Get a look here. Great pass right between the legs. couldn't tell really there. Get a good look here. I think that went off the post, Mike.
.341 left in regular.
Maybe
I'm not sure. It might have hit the post first. Huh? So he got the hands up, grabbed the head.
hurry up and drop the puck before somebody reviews it. The crowd, I think, is yelling for a review because they just showed the replay here. They thought maybe the puck had managed to trickle behind Snow, given where his skate was, but can't review it now anyway. Play is resumed. Brad Isbister for the Islanders slides it down the ice. 3:29 remaining in the third period, but our replay showed conclusively that Snow got it anyway. Icing coming up here against the Penguins, which means big face. The Penguins have it. Melikar up the boards and out. And Janssen trying to get the puck to relax. And the pitch in by Kavasha. Melikar angled by Isbister. Toby Peterson, number 17 for Pittsburgh. Up the middle. Morozov, a soft one off the side of the net. He got it back. He puts it in front. And Tarnstrom had Lemieux.
Tarnstrom must have played some soccer. You know, he used his right foot, how he made a beautiful play.
Here's Yashin to the trailer. Tarnstrom, he missed the net. He had Isbister on the other side. Isbister with 2 goals in this game. But Yashin set up Tarnstrom instead. And now Tarnstrom trying to poke it loose. Can't do it. He's got to hustle back, but the pass across 2 lines anyway.
Oh, another golden opportunity for the Islanders. Great opportunities. Tarnstrom made the play defensively in his own zone. Watch the right skate right there. See how he not only turned it, but kicked it to the other side as Lemieux was all alone. And now the Islanders get a break going the other way, and Yashin with the setup to Tarnstrom, and that shot wide, as you mentioned, Howie. So he makes a beautiful defensive play and then nearly scores a go-ahead goal
Left
for
in
the
the
Islanders.
third period.
I don't think Parrish knew how much time he had or how much room. Well, the Islanders got their chance again on the face-off, and again Michael Pekka. This time he beats Wayne Primo. And the shot, as you could see, was blocked. And then you had Pekka and Primo. Watch this move by Pekka right here. Lifts the stick with one hand. That's why Primo wasn't able to clear the puck into the zone.
Well, Pekka will take the biggest draw of this game right now. 7.7 seconds remaining in a 3-3 tie, or in regulation time. This is the third period. And the Penguins, of course, have their big guys out there. Lang will take the faceoff. They've got Kovalev and Lemieux. Those three are going to get together right now and work the faceoff out.
Yeah, Peter Laviolette just made a change. He moved Parrish forward over to that side, and the defenseman O'Coin into the middle. So you've got two of the 3 players here are defensemen to guard the front of the net.
It's peeled back to Lemieux. He shoots. Snow the save. Rebound. Lang. He missed the net. And we're going to go to overtime. So the Penguins came that close to winning it. Each team guaranteed a point.
Oh, have there been chances in this game, in this third period? Both teams, all kinds of chances. Pittsburgh wins this face-off. You'll see one shot here by Lemieux. Snow can't control the rebound, and then that one didn't miss by much. That was Lang that had the last chance.
Hope you've enjoyed it, because there's more to come from Pittsburgh. Overtime is next. Having off the ice.
No, it's find a way to keep him on the ice. Oh, I was talking about Pekka.
Yeah. Well, the overtime strategy has gone well, because the Islanders have won 3 times in overtime.
First time, Martinek scores against Carolina. The second time, Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, but called shot.
Against Carolina.
Called by my partner.
And the third one, Michael Pekka. This was against Dallas. Beautiful play by Kenny Janssen. And now Pekka has time and room. He does this. Looked like maybe it didn't go in, but he knew it. Video replay confirmed it. So the Islanders have won 3 in overtime.
Penguins have won once in overtime. Billy Tibbetts, an unlikely type, scored that goal. That was against the Tampa Bay Lightning back on the 3rd of November. So each team has a point, but remember, these teams will potentially be in a pretty good battle the entire season, not only in the same conference but in the same division. There's a lot on the line with that extra point looming here in overtime. Yashin to the slot. Vasha turned it over. And here's Lang. Mishandled it, but keeps going. Now for Kovalev. He shoots, it floats in snow. Unable to cover up, but the Islanders clear.
And why not if you're Kovalev every time you get it? That shot was deflected, and that's what slowed it down, and that's what gave Gar Snow a few problems.
Lang and Kovalev, the forwards, as are Yashin and Kabasha for the Islanders. This is Yashin. Yashin finds a wall of Penguins at the blue line, so Kabasha sends it deep. The Islanders will change. Moran for Pittsburgh. For Kasparaitis, picked off. Another good read there by Becca, who saw that coming. Hammerlick gains the zone. Floats it off the glass. Isbister bumps Kasparaitis. Isbister keeps going. Gets help from Pekka. Towards the blue line. Hammerlick couldn't control it. He's got to wipe out Morozov, who keeps going. Lemieux on the other side. The pass hops over the stick of Lemieux. And hasn't that puck been hopping over sticks all night? Now Pekka for the Islanders. Behind Isbister. Beach off the bench for Pittsburgh. And he moves to the Islander line. Isbister lost it, and Beach fires wide. Isbister was looking around when Beach went past him.
Didn't see the puck.
3:25 to go in overtime. Against the boards, peeled away by Isbister. Beach and O'Coin had each other tied up. Isbister leaves it for Bates. Bates flying into the Pittsburgh zone, trying to split through. He got the shot off, and Hedberg made the save. What a play by Bates. Parrish wrestling behind the net with Tibbetts as the Penguins move ahead. Lang into the zone. Lang turning on O'Coin. Lang centers. That's broken up in front by Bates, who took a stick up high in the process. 2:50 to go in overtime. And Janssen move away from Tibbetts. Now for Hammerlick. Yashin now for the Islanders. Into the zone. Quick shot went wide. Armstrong hustles to hold it in. Behind the net, Yashin hit by Hans Janssen. 2.5 to go in overtime. Tchaikovsky on Ferentz. Good play by Andrew Ferentz. And he sends Lang on his way with Kovalev. Lang to the Islander line. Hammerlick staying with him. Tchaikovsky helped out. And Marius gets it back from Roman Hammerlick behind the Islander goal with 2:13 to go in overtime. Roman Hammerlick weaving out of his own end. Kasparaitis tipped it away from Tchaikovsky. Islanders regain possession. Hammerlick didn't hold it cleanly, nor could Yashin. And so it sits unplayed until Kovalev takes over. Alexei Kovalev into the Islanders zone. Threw it back, got knocked down, and the Penguins have to regroup. 1:47 left in overtime. Picked off by O'Coin. And over the line, lets one go off of Moran. I don't know if O'Coin saw Yashin at the other side of the ice. Kabasha tried to power around the net, then lost the handle. And Hedberg took a stick right on the hand.
Yeah, from O'Coin. O'Coin followed the play in. I mean, this has been a game where you're almost afraid to jump in and say anything because both teams are so close to getting breakaways to end this thing. And Kabasha had a chance there. I think if Kabasha was to do this over again, he would have just cut right to the front of the net. Because when he came in from the side, I don't think he knew that he had that much room. I mean, he'll make the play here on the sideboards. Now he'll end up going behind. And he had some room. The other angle was a better angle, but he had some room to get in front. And there you saw the stick coming in was Adrian O'Coin afterwards.
So the draw deep in the Pittsburgh zone. Pekka will take it against Herdina.
And now Kenny Janssen is directly behind Pekka. So his option is to either take the shot this way or move it to the other side.
He draws it back to Janssen. He shoots, save, made, rebound. Pekka deflected away as his Isbister was looking for it. And now Kraft for Pittsburgh up the left wing. In over the Islander line, fakes the shot, now takes it. And Janssen calmly plays it in front of the Islander goal with 1:20 to go in overtime. Isbister on the move with Bates. Sets up Bates, he shoots, and a glove save is made by Hedberg.
Boy, back and forth, both teams getting chances. Pekka won another face-off and was just saying something to Kenny Janssen. This is the last chance by Bates. Nice and low. And right from the face-off previous to this, Pekka wins another face-off. And I think Pekka might have been, let's see what Kenny Janssen does. See, he throws it down low, and Pekka, you see Pekka was wide open on the other side. I think he wanted the puck because he had some time and some room in front. Everybody went past Pekka. I'm not sure Kenny Janssen saw him or thought he could get him the puck and elected to get the shot through to the net.
So Kavasha will draw with Robert Lang. He wins it back to O'Coin. Played it into the corner. Kavasha and Lang get together there. Kavasha with Yashin. Well, let Kavasha turning on Ferentz. Yashin goes after it in the corner. Final minute of overtime. Sweep check by the goaltender Hedberg. And then Kavasha tumbled into the boards behind the net. Ferentz for Lang. Now Kovalev sends Lang back in, double team. Drops it for Kovalev, makes his move, centers Ferentz. A save by Snow on Ferentz, who is all alone. Now one man back for the Penguins as Yashin carries in. Working on Janssen, who stays with him. But Yashin goes to the corner. He and Janssen turn each other around. Kovalev starts back the other way. 32 seconds left in overtime. O'Coin a good hit to take care of Kovalev. And Hammerlick regains the puck. Roman Hammerlick looking for Yashin. He missed him. They wave off icing. And Kovalev plays it. 19 seconds to go. Kovalev almost gave it away to Pekka. Bates grabs it back. Sean Bates to the Pittsburgh line. Shoots, and a glove save made by Hedberg, who's got a hold on. He wanted to get rid of that quickly, but now there will be a face-off in the Pittsburgh zone with 8.8 seconds to go in overtime.
And I believe that was the 45th shot for the Islanders. And Hedberg, who looked shaky early in the game, has faced an awful lot of shots and has become more and more confident. This is the last one, up high, controls it. You're right, Howie. He jumps on it there, but then wants to get rid of it when he realizes the amount of time left. And here's Snow. That's Kovalev with the play. One save, two save there with the pad. Good job by Gar Snow. Two good saves on Andrew Ferentz. And now Peter Laviolette drawing up one more face-off play with 8.8 seconds to go in overtime. 44-29 shots favoring the Islanders, and they've been able to get some scoring chances in the third period in overtime off of offensive zone face-off. Wants two centermen on the ice, so he's got Lemieux and Beach just in case one gets thrown out. Now Pekka, who's been good on these offensive zone face-offs. Three forwards on the ice for the Islanders for this draw. Hammerlick the only defenseman.
Pekka.
Yeah, now he moves Hammerlick over. See if he tries to win it straight back again. He's had success that way.
Pekka, Yashin, and Bates are the forwards, but Lemieux won the draw. Melikar off to Kasparaitis, who sends Beach along. He's got one shot, and he takes it, and Snow makes the save. This one ends in a 3-3 tie.
Of the year into Pittsburgh tonight. Coming into tonight's action, the Owls held a 1-point lead in the Atlantic, despite the two-game skid and losing 3 of 5, facing the Pens team that hadn't lost at home since the Owls raced the 2-goal deficit to beat them back on October 10th. Game 2 of a 5-game road trip for the second-best road Warriors in the league. First period, Owls get the scoring started. Brad Isbister, it's all in the wrist. Owls up 1-0 on Izzy's third of the year. Still in the first, more Owls. This time, the captain, Michael Pekka, with the shot denied in front by Johan Hedberg. Keeps poking at it. Finally, Mariusz Czerkawski says, give it to me. He nets it. Czerkawski saying enough is enough. Stay like that until the third period. As you see the Czerkawski goal once again. That's when Alexei Kovalev started his show. Off the pass from Robert Lang in front, Kovalev. Pass guard Snow. 2-1 Owls. The lead is cut to just 1 goal. Owls get that back, though. Check out the stick work by Alexei Yashin. Over to Izzy. That is bubblicious. Izzy's second goal of the game, 4th of the season. That made it a 3-1 Owls lead, but Kovalev not done. He had a hat trick last night. Here's goal number 2 tonight. Snow creeping too far. Alexei melts him, makes it 3-2. Then at the 12:52 mark, it's Kovalev again. The knee looks fine to me. Garth doesn't have a snowball's chance, and well, he had no chance. Another trick for Alexei, his second in 2 nights, tied the game at 3. Under 4 minutes left. Kovalev going for goal number 4, but this time Snow says, not here, not now, keeping it a 3-3 game. Then with under 10 seconds left in the regulation, off the draw, Mario Lemieux shots, Snow with the save, Lane shoots, but misses the wide open net. Owls get a break after blowing a 3-1 lead. They get the point, 3-3. In overtime final. Kovalev, who played his first game last night after missing 13 because of knee surgery, has come back strong with 6 goals in 2 nights. Pittsburgh gave up 3 goals, but solid between the pipes with 40 saves in regulation. They get the point tonight, but since the Rangers picked up 2 points, they are now tied for first in the Atlantic Division, and that's something. 2 New York teams on top. And let's send it right back.
And Ice coming on the power play. Twice the Islanders had 5-on-3-man advantages. Some mistakes by Dallas, too.
Yeah, here's which turned out to be the second goal off the stick of Hatcher. Here's a penalty for a slash by Adet. Here's another one right there by Lettinen. So twice the Islanders had 5-on-3 opportunities, and here's what they did with it. Switching up above, Hammerlick with the perfect pass. What a shot by Yashin over the glove. Almost identical play, and this time, this one hits the stick of Zubov and redirects up over the right shoulder of Ed Belfour. 3-0 after 1.
They'll come back to Dallas in a moment. The chase to the corner. O'Coin and Hatcher tie each other up, and it comes out of the zone. 17 seconds remaining. A broken stick, and the puck loose along the boards. Pekka fires and missed the net. Down to 9 seconds to go. Bates over to the boards, trying to flick it to the corner. He gets it there. 3 seconds to go. Islanders win. What a big win for the New York Islanders. They needed this desperately. And even though it's punctuated with some fisticuffs, or at the very least frustration, the Islanders now know that they can come home having accomplished something of substance on this road trip. They get a win here in Dallas, where they hadn't won in a while.
And that was Parrish and Hatcher. We saw them getting involved in the third period a number of times. And the spirits were high in this game. I mean, both teams were shorthanded an awful lot in this game. And quite a finish. And Chris Osgood stepped up. Well, when you need a goaltender, it's like that stopper in baseball, isn't it, Howie? You need someone to stop a slide. Goaltender can do it. Now Verbeek is still going after Parrish.
And the high stick there before, well, that was what, on Zubov. But Verbeek was the subject of some Islander discontent all night. But the Islanders did win an overtime game here a couple of years ago, but this is the first time in a while they've won here in regulation time. And you know, Hitchcock's not going to be happy with the officiating, which 3 times had the Stars down 2 men. Twice during that, the Islanders were able to score, but they needed a win desperately tonight when you consider that everybody was watching carefully to see whether or not this year's Islanders would start to resemble Islanders of seasons past when adversity hit. Well, now we know that they have found the moxie to get a win in a very tough building and head home now for a 7-game homestand. Yashin, a big part of the reason with 2 goals. Islanders win it 3-2. We'll be back. This is our Bud Light goal of the game.
It was a quick start for the Islanders, a 5-on-3. They already led 2-0 at this point. They moved the puck around Hammerlick. Quick shot right there, goes off the stick of Zubov over the right shoulder of Ed Belfour. That power play goal, the second of the game for Alexei Yashin, made it a 3-0 game, and they held on for the 1-goal victory.
So the Islanders did a little soul searching after that 6-1 loss in Phoenix. We talked earlier about how Peter Laviolette took the team out. They went to dinner, they played pool. But the big thing is they got together and got their minds off of hockey, and yet did something as a group in tandem, talked about things, worked some things out, and won tonight.
You know, we've talked off and on this season about how this team and their mindset about things, and it's changed. You know, it changed from earlier in the season, but I haven't seen this team down yet. You know, I mean, they don't seem, even though there were games when they weren't playing well and they hadn't won in 5, as we talked about before the game, they didn't seem down. They just, I don't know if it's a confidence level,
well, you know,
or I think it's part of the way Peter approaches this group.
You know what's interesting about that? And we remarked earlier in the year that when the Islanders won some of those early games on the road, they were awfully quiet on the way home. Surprisingly businesslike, as it used to be. They'd win on the road and it'd be like New Year's Eve. But over the last couple of games, when they lost, I noticed that things were, a little louder and guys didn't seem to be as affected by losses. They were louder after losses lately than they were after wins early in the year. And I talked to Claude Lapointe about that this morning, and I asked him if that was anything to be concerned about. He said, no. He said the difference is we think we're going to win the next game now. And so if we lose a game, there's no sense getting too down about it because this team now feels they will come right back and win.
That's a great feeling to have. When you've got that kind of confidence, no matter who you're playing against, you tend to forget about the past in the hurry, and you just start thinking about that next game, and that's something we've heard all season long. It's just 2 points. Now let's get ready for the next one, get ready for the next one, get ready for the next one. And they came out tonight. I think there were times in the second period when Peter Laviolette wasn't happy with the way his team played because they had a chance to bury Dallas, and I'm sure that's probably what he's going to talk to about them. They had power play chances when it was 3-0, to take that lead and really bury Dallas and make it difficult for them to come back. And they didn't at the time, but they showed a lot of poise in the third period, I thought, defensively. And when called upon, Chris Osgood came up with the good saves that it took for his team to win.
Yeah, he made a couple of those saves early, too, and hopefully we'll get to talk to Ozzy when we come back to Dallas, where the Islanders had defeated the Stars 3-2.
Probably on the plane when I'm going home. I mean, lately I've been not playing. I think I've had some bad luck, but I haven't been as sharp as I was early in the year, so I wanted to get back to doing what I was doing and making big saves and giving the team confidence. I mean, the way we were going, I mean, it's not good for me to give up a goal early or a soft goal because, we're struggling to get some ourselves, so I had to be real solid.
What about these here? Were you able to see most of those? I know on that one, Chris.
I saw that one. Dallas goes to the net real good and crashes the net. As you see, there's always guys around the net, so I try and corral the rebounds, and they get a lot of tip shots on net. So they're a difficult team to play against as an aspect, as they get a lot of. They just throw pucks at nets and tip it and try and get guys in front of you.
Chris, what happens? Because you, as you just mentioned, you said you weren't as sharp for a couple of games. You want to have a good one tonight. Do you prepare differently? I mean, how do you focus or change your focus from prior games?
Didn't really change anything. I mean, I just tried to concentrate and just be sharper. I mean, I thought the game against the Rangers, the first goal Fleury scored was a good one, and then the one in Phoenix. I mean, even though we got beat 6-1, if that doesn't happen, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, the way we're playing, we're struggling a bit, and it's my job not to give up any soft goals or give the team some confidence. And I thought I wasn't as sharp as I can be, and I wanted to start playing like I'm capable of in the way I was earlier in the year.
So how have you learned over the years to handle the adversity as opposed to how you might have handled it your first year or two?
Well, I think you got to be positive. I mean, we've played a lot of games on the road, and we've played in some tough spots. And I mean, theoretically, I thought, if we play like we can on this road trip for the 5 games, we should have been 4-1. I mean, we didn't play as good as we could. We have to learn from that. We even have to get better. I mean, the last 5 minutes tonight, our power play's got to work harder and do a lot better than it did and put some pressure on them. And instead, we ended up taking a penalty and giving them momentum and making it tough on ourselves again. I mean, doing that, we could lose points later in the year, so we got to correct this stuff right now.
Hey, Chris, despite the fact that the team had gone winless in their last 5 games, was the team as cool and calm as it seemed like from our perspective?
I think so. I mean, we talked a bit after last game. I mean, personally, myself, I saw it coming, the way we were playing. I mean, it was just a matter of time. We were playing loose. We were playing out of our system, and when you do that, something like that's bound to happen sooner or later, and, I mean, it did. I think that was the best thing for us and give us a kick back into reality that, we got to play good to win games in this league. It's too close and there's too many good teams. And I thought we played solid game tonight, more back to our style, the way we play, and play a tight checking game. We skated well. And we still can play a lot better, but I mean, that will come.
Did you sense any of your teammates starting to doubt themselves a little bit as their play started to regress, or is that something that you might not even notice as never mind a goaltender, but just as one among a group of 22 or 23?
Oh, I didn't really notice. I mean, guys ask me, I just try and keep positive. I mean, in Detroit for 8 years, went through slumps like that lots. I mean, it happened to us in the playoffs, losing 3 games in a row. I mean, you just have to bounce back and stay positive and use it to your advantage. I mean, we played poorly for 3 games. We got blown out 6-1 last game. We came back to a place in the league that's tough to win, and we came up with a big win tonight, so we can use that as a building block for our team in the future. I mean, we got a lot of young guys, and we're winning some big games this year, and we still got a great record. We played a lot of games on the road, and now we can go home and make some hay at home.
You really feel like an Islander now. You'll be spending the next couple of weeks on Long Island without moving.
Yeah, I've been all over the place. I've been in a hotel for 2.5 months now.
But
so
the family's coming in, right?
Yeah, on Sunday, so that would be good. I'll finally be able to get out and actually eat somewhere else other than the Marriott there.
Well, you'll
Nice
enjoy it, I'm
going.
sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
Nice job.
Chris Osgood of the New York Islanders, the winning goaltender tonight. And two of them on the power play. And in a game that was physical at times, the Islanders held their own. Chris Osgood came up big. And the Islanders, with a 3-2 win, will now head home for a 7-game homestand, which begins on Wednesday night against the Colorado Avalanche. Geico Islanders game night at 6:30. Make sure to join us on Metro Wednesday at 7 o'clock. So once again, the Islanders 3-2 over the Dallas Stars tonight here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas. For Joe Micheletti and the entire Fox Sports Net crew, I'm Howie Rose. Have a great night.
5 games going into Dallas tonight where things changed. Isles with a 2-man advantage here. Roman Hamrlik to Alexei Yashin. Yashin winds and fires past Eddie Belfour, and it's 1-0 New York. 3 minutes later, Brad Isbister tries to center to Mariusz Czerkawski, but Darian Hatcher is there and rapidly puts it in his own net. And an awkward attempt to clear it. Goal awarded to Isbister. 2-0 Isles. Still in the first. New York again 5-on-3. Looks like a replay. Yashin with another slug past Belfour. 3-0 New York. Stars do finally get on the board in the second. It'll be Mike Modano to Brendan Morrow. Throws it at the net. Joe Newendike there to put it in the open side. But that would be it. As the I think we left team 10 goals, 10 assists in 20 games. Isles with a 5-on-3 power play in the first. Roman Hamrlik over to Yashin. One-timer past Ed Belfour. Quick math, he's got 11 now. 1-0 for the Isles. And they get a gift. Brad Isbister plays the puck towards the net. One-timer by Darian Hatcher, who plays for Dallas. Check this one again. What do you think Ed Belfour is saying right now? Nothing repeatable. Likely. Hatcher absolutely beside himself with that one. 2-0. He did. It was a nice one-timer, actually. Stars looking to get on the board. Kirk Muller to Jamie Langenbrunner. Chris Osgood robs him with the glove. Still in the first. Isles power play again. Hamrlik to Yashin. You've heard this one before. Second of the game. 12th overall. It's 3-0 for the Isles. Second period comes along. Physical play picks up. John Erskine nails Dave Scatcherd with a clean hit. Isles up 3-1 after 2 in the third. More hitting. Mike Pekka nailed by Hatcher at center. Stars trying to come back. Mike Modano centers to Yuri Lettinen, but Osgood saves it off his helmet. Whatever works for you. Isles win it 3-2 as they put an end to their season-worst 5-game winless stretch. Ed Belfour loses for the first time in 15 career outings versus the Islanders.
On to Sabres and Thrax.
On this play by Martina coming out. Now keep an eye on the puck and Bates. Does it hit the ice? No, it doesn't. Right there, midair. Beautiful hand-eye coordination by Bates, who beats Curtis Joseph for the 1-0 lead.
Like those low ball hitters.
Wow.
Huh? Little splitter.
He gets
down.
everything low.
Hamrlik a shot. Joseph holds on.
Yashin knew it. He knew if he couldn't lay it flat on the ice, he better put it up just a little bit.
What a nice play, not only by those two, but all three of them. You factor in Martina.
Did Martina get an assist?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, good, good. He made a beautiful play. Martina, instead of going after the puck, he just surprised Yuskevich by getting the stick. And then you saw, again, the strength of Yashin to get it past everybody. And Yashin is such an unselfish player. And he's got such a tremendous shot. He just keeps moving up in the goal score, now tied for 4th in the league.
Becca to Parrish, save Joseph, rebound, floated over the net. Parrish has it back. Now looking along the boards for Kolnick. And Parrish throws it into the corner. So it's Pekka, Parrish, and Kolnick here with Bates up on the first line with Yashin. And Parrish knocked down. Parrish has gone 6 games without a goal now. Hamrlik tried to kick it to keep it in, couldn't do it. Now he's coming back, and so does Pekka to take care of Travis Green and force the whole kit and caboodle offside.
Now Parrish, I think Parrish got his own rebound as well, and Curtis Joseph stayed with him. Now Parrish is going to take the pass right there from Pekka. And just prior to that, here it is again. We'll see the play. Isbister, how bad for being strong? One hand, and he got everything on that shot. Joseph just gets a piece. Now prior to that, Howie, we saw a defensive play. Here's Kenny Janssen out here. Now watch how quickly he moves this way laterally because Hoagland's on his offside. See how he goes over to him right away? That by moving that way with the man on his offside, you take away the shot right away. You don't let him come in at that angle. And he forced Hoagland into a bad pass. Just another
involved in the selection process and player identification and putting Team Canada together. And with that, you know, there's a couple of attractive players on the ice. Obviously, Curtis Joseph is a very high candidate as far as a goaltender, and you know, Micah Pekka draws a lot of attention. And I was fortunate to coach Mike at the World Championships this past year, and what a great competitor he is. So we're out here just to watch and have a visit as well, Ed.
Wayne, you've got a unique situation, or you have had one, and you probably still do. He left Long Island and went reluctantly to Phoenix, and where you end up with Wayne Gretzky on 2 counts, on the Olympic count as well as the Phoenix Coyotes.
Well, it was an interesting change of events. Actually, about a year ago this past August, we were driving back to Phoenix and getting Jordan, our youngest, back into school.
Penalty kill. There's the pass from Yashin. Out of midair, Sean Bates knocks it past Curtis Joseph for the only goal of the game. And Chris Osgood had to be sharp in the first period, and he was. Many close-in shots for Toronto. And Osgood, just watch how quick he is, and he's able to get back into position. Look at square to the shooter. He made a number of high-quality saves and did an excellent job not allowing rebounds.
And the scoring summary is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino, the wonder of it all in Southeast Connecticut. Call 1-800-PLAY-BIG. And what's big about this goal by Bates is that he's not out there now. He had not returned from the Islander room with his teammates.
You know how he left the game right at the end of the first period. Right after the Islanders were on that power play. Remember, he won the face-off, and then I think he got hit with a shot. I could see him kind of flexing the leg a little bit. And not back out. Big loss for the Islanders.
So right now, for a deflection, he might have gotten it, and the Islanders made it 2-1.
He might have gotten it without knowing how he was either the skate of LaPointe or the skate of Brian McCabe. Toronto did a good job coming back defensively. Not allowing Jason Blake will get a chance right here. Look at the rebound. And look at Cross on his stick. And now Toronto scrambling around. Here comes the shot. Off the skate, I believe, of Brian McCabe, which means that Eric Cairns will get credit for this. Watch the right skate. Here it comes. Off the right toe. Past Curtis Joseph. Eric Cairns scores. It's been a long time since a defenseman has scored for the Islanders, and they lead it 2-1.
Yep, they've gone 10 games without one since Roman Hamrlik had a shorthanded goal in the last game of October against Florida. And if it is Cairns' goal, it's his first since March 31st. Yashin a shot and a save by Curtis Joseph. Either way, it'll be Cairns' first point of the year. O'Gilney holds up, slides it in front. Domi couldn't get the stick down. It is Cairns' goal. Lumi wheels it right back to the slot. Good coverage by the Islanders. Roman Hamrlik ahead for Yashin. He got tripped up by the linesman, though. Gerard Gauthier. Here's McGillney with Domi. Domi the shot, and it went just wide as Hamrlik was back with Domi.
Can you imagine the argument the Islanders would have had there?
Yashin to Isbister as he curls. Isbister now puts it off of Yushkevich, and the Islanders have to scamper back. This is Domi, angled by O'Coin. Got it across to Yushkevich. He moves up, shoots. Oh, it's got the save, and he holds on. Domi threw his arm around Tchaikovsky after he and Yushkevich had words. Osgood comes up big again. 9:38 remaining, second period. Eric Cairns, the go-ahead goal. And in his new broadcasting job, Lenny Healy, a real piece of work. They threw him a huge retirement head goal after the Leafs had it along the boards. 2 Leafs went to him. Across to Martinek. Leafs had 1 shot on that power play.
2 huge penalty kills by the Islanders.
Yashin got it to Isbister. And now Martinez safely back to Isbister. Yashin the drive and a pad save. Good one there by Joseph. And Hamrlik back with Martinek here. Yashin went up the middle and hit Corson. Jake Corson in the... Boy, I think he's thinking about that missed empty net now, huh?
Yeah. Well, there was some miscommunication between Green, I think, and a teammate. and they just weren't sure what to do. I don't think Green thought that he was going to keep the puck. There was the first save, and then the missed shot. The puck might have been rolling a little bit. And then down the other way, Green's not sure if he's going to give the puck or if somebody's going to take it. See, he thought his teammate was going to come across and take it. But the one who did that was Pekka. Watch it through the legs. What a play. What a play by Michael Pekka. See, Green was waiting for his teammate to go by and take it. Aki Berg, the defenseman. Berg did not. Pekka did. And the quick hands with pressure from behind out there, and then just kind of forks it through the legs. Huge goal by the captain, and it's 3-1.
After a huge miss by an ex-Islander. See, things get better and better around here all the time. Ex-Islander misses, new one scores a goal. Now it's 3-1 New York. And the Islanders with 2:17 remaining to try to protect this lead. So 2 straight unassisted goals because of the steal by Pekka. Cairns' goal, the go-ahead goal, the one that holds up to this point as the winner, also unassisted.
Now keep an eye on Green. We're going to take another look here, and Green looks at the defenseman Aki Berg, waiting for him to come across the other way and take it. Watch, you'll see him look. His head's up. See, he's looking. He wants to just drop it here. He wants to drop it. He wants to drop it. Waiting, and finally the collision, and Pekka says, "You don't want it. I'll take it." And with pressure from behind, huge goal by Michael Pekka. And Pat Quinn, the Olympic coach, looks on.
And Travis Green continues his despair over on the Toronto bench. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third. You might have heard a chant that was a little difficult to make out a moment ago. It was first place. First place, which is where the Islanders will reside in a minute 51 if they can hold on to this lead. Peter Laviolette wants to make sure this next minute 51 is complete with the work ethic that the previous 58:09 showed. I think Travis would like to see it become a memory.
Just another day at the office for Michael Pekka. Huh? Boy, oh boy. Game in and game out. Just watch him. If he doesn't do it offensively, he'll do it defensively. He'll do it with a hit. He'll do it with a goal. Every game. He leads the way in one, if not many, aspects of the way the game is played.
And this is another one of those find-a-way type games. It's such a cliche to say teams find a way to win. But you know, the Islanders on their way to doing that again tonight. They lose Bates partway through the game. Didn't even come out for the second period. Left late in the first after Bates had scored a goal. And, you know, the Islanders fail on all those power plays, and you figure, well, that's going to open up a real set of opportunities for the Leafs. Here's Corson shooting and missing the net.
You know what, Howie? It only took Martinic about a period to get back in the flow of things. And he's looked in the last 2 periods like he did before he got hurt.
Yeah, just ask Travis Green, too, because Martinic was chasing him all around a couple of shifts ago. Now we're inside the final minute. Joseph has gone to the bench. Empty net for the Leafs. Extra skater for the Toronto Maple Leafs as Pekka flicked it out of there. He would have had the stick up high if an Islander had touched it next, but we're down to 41 seconds to go. Well, years ago, the chant was "We're number one." Now the fans can't even wait that long to get the point across. It's just first place.
They keep finding ways to get it done. It's a hard-working game.
Sundin powering in across to Corson, but Janssen with another big defensive play. 17 seconds to go. McGillney shoots, and that pinballs off a leg. Corson with 13 to go. Roberts gave it up. Parrish can have some fun if he wants with a 2-goal lead. Gives it to Kolnick, who missed the empty net. It's not going to matter as we're down to 5 seconds remaining, and they'll bring it back for the face-off in the Islanders' zone, but the Islanders are about to regain the lead. And things might have been different had Travis Green hit that open net.
Yeah, boy, they changed in a hurry, didn't they? You know, Pat Quinn was talking about this team and the new faces and how long it's taken to come together. And the fact that the Islanders made all their changes and how quickly they've come together, he surprised him a little bit. But that play right there with Travis Green holding onto the puck and Michael Pekka Pekka scoring the goal was, just a communication. Eye contact, but not enough verbal contact. What are you going to do? I want to drop it. Where and it just, Michael Pekka took advantage of it to score the goal.
Off of Osgood over the net, and the Islanders are back on top in the Eastern Conference.
That was the only one Osgood had trouble with the whole night.
I just can't get away from the symbolism, Joe, of Travis Green, the former Islander, missing the chance to get the game even, and the captain, and perhaps the epitome of the new Islanders, the first place Islanders, Michael Pekka, delivers the insurance.
He's led the way. He's led the way. And then when the penalty killing, Howie, at the start of this period, back-to-back power plays by Toronto with a 1-goal lead, and Michael Pekka was part of that as well. Kenny Janssen, you see there, had another huge game for the Islanders, but their penalty killing shut down Toronto to start this period on consecutive tries.
So the Islanders back on top, and they will open the papers tomorrow morning and see themselves up high, north, leading the Eastern Conference. 3 straight wins. Further impressive when you consider the losing, not the losing streak per se, but they've been, winless in 5. And then they go into Dallas and end the road trip, which had been a poor one in terms of wins, with a win. And let's see how he handles this.
Oh, take a lap. Where are you going?
The second star, also for the
He's
Islanders, goaltender number 35, Chris
Osgood, star number 2.
Well deserved there. Let's see if the captain's on next.
And the number 1 star from the Islanders
well,
with a
give it to the guy who never scored.
Eric Cairns.
Attaboy.
Played a good game. Played a real good game. Got more minutes in this game than he's gotten in other games, in particular in the 3rd period.
Good for Eric Cairns, too, because he hasn't had much ice time, as you say. It's the game winner as Pekka provides the insurance.
Yo, Shrimps, you want to play 5-on-5?
Go get Mike. Hi, Billy. Can Mikey come out and play with us? Sure, I'll send him right out. Mike! He's coming. That's yours, Michael Pekka.
Hey, Billy, I brought Alexei.
Cool.
That little guy, ready to play?
The Islanders made it 3 straight wins, beating the Maple Leafs 3-1, and the goal of the game is brought to you by Bud Light, proud supporter of the National Hockey League. Goal number 1 on the year for Eric Cairns.
Yeah, Eric Cairns, many games he's had to sit on the bench and not get ice time. So good to see him contribute here. He's able to just fire this in, gets a little help off the right skate and into the net. That turned out to be the game winner. Good for him.
Yeah, good for him is right, because he has managed to stay so upbeat even with his ice time decreased. Now he gets a chance to take center stage and talk about it with Deb Kaufman.
All right, we've got him right here. What was your comment as you watched the goal of the game?
I can't remember the last time I hit the net. It's been so long.
It's been that long. A long time in coming. It's the first goal by a defenseman in about 10 games.
Yeah, I just got lucky enough to get it. The guys worked hard down low to get the puck back to me, and I mean, a lot of luck on my side.
All right, so a lot of working hard by this team. You had a lot of chances on the power play, and you guys did not come up with a goal. About 5 penalties, almost 10 minutes worth. You had to feel like, this could come back to haunt us.
Yeah, I mean, we got some breaks in the second period with some power plays, and they came back, but our penalty killers were so solid like they've been all year, and pretty proud of them.
All right, Toronto plays a very physical type of game. You knew it would be that kind of a contest going in. It was a pretty physical game.
Yeah, it was. They came out, they played hard. They were a little, I don't want to say stupid, but, just silly with some, extracurricular stuff, and we capitalized on it, and, the momentum switched to our side when they did that, so we stayed disciplined, which is our game plan.
All right, the biggest momentum switch of the game, though, maybe was late in this 3rd period. Travis Green had an open net and missed, and Michael Pekka comes back the other way and scores.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way this game goes. They get a chance, and we come right back down and put it in the net and bury them because of it.
So this must have been a fun game to play in.
Yeah, it was. It's very exciting. I mean, you can hear the music down the hall. Everybody's happy, excited. It's a first-place game. The fans are going crazy, and we love it.
You guys talk about the fact that it's a first-place game.
Yeah, we did. Coach came in and reminded us that, you know, tomorrow morning we want to wake up in first place, and we met the challenge, and just really proud of the guys.
All right, Eric Cairns and the Islanders are in first place, and he's got a goal. You got to get that in your contract. Bonus for all those goals next time, all right? Howie and Joe.
Oh, I have a feeling that's a clause that Mike Milbury wouldn't mind writing in as long as it were, I don't know, 5 or 6, right? Let's go downstairs once more and get the thoughts of Islander head coach Peter Laviolette.
Weren't on, not an impressive first period, I don't think. But like we have in the past, the guys rallied, played a better, much better second period, and a really smart, really disciplined third period, and held a pretty offensive team to a limited number of chances when the score was 2-1. So I was impressed as the game went on.
How do you feel when you hear the crowd spontaneously chanting first place?
Our fans have been, to me, they've been outstanding all year. We've had a lot of packed houses in here so far, which is great for the players. It's great for the organization, and they're loud. It's you know, it's an older building, but it's got an atmosphere to it. And when the people get in here and they start get going like they did tonight, and like they have in the past here, it can be a pretty rocking place. And the guys know it. I know it. People feel it, and we can use that to our advantage out there.
I know you guys don't scoreboard watch, so you don't really know where you are, but would it help that they told you you were in first place with the win? I know you guys don't pay attention.
Well, fans let us know pretty well that the Rangers were getting beat, and we knew that if we took care of Toronto that we would be in first place. We knew that beforehand, and our goal was to wake up tomorrow morning and look in the standings and see us first overall. And,
Cairns got the first star, but in your mind, who are your first 2 or 3 stars?
I thought Cairns had a really good game tonight, and he played well. He moved the puck well. He played a physical game, scored a goal. I thought he did a good job. I thought Scatchard had a really good game. Isbister was strong again. And again, those are just 3 names. There could be a lot more. As the game got on, there was a lot of stars in the second and third period. Osgood played a great game. I don't think he was tested a whole lot. A lot of the shots, they got 20 shots or 23 shots. A lot of them were the outside. But as he's done all year, when they've had a quality chance, he's made the save. That's the thing about Ozzy. He's such a calming. He's got a calming effect to him. Things get running around a little bit for the shortest time, and he just settles it down with a big save, and that's it. We change lines and we move on. He's done it many times.
Toronto team.
It's 3 wins in a row now for the Islanders. They are back on top, not only in the Atlantic Division, but in the Eastern Conference of the National Hockey League, as they have defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-1 here at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. So as they say in baseball, when you've got a day game after a night game, sleep fast. Of course, tomorrow's game will be at night, but there always is the morning skate when Radek Martinek will test that knee after Sean Bates, who left with an injury, gave the Islanders the early lead. And so more solid goaltending by Chris Osgood, a big part of the equation once again, as the Leafs stormed early. They had a strong first period, the Toronto Maple Leafs did, but there was Osgood, and later there was Curtis Joseph for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Although Eric Cairns would slip one through from the point for what proved to be the winning goal in a 2-1 Islander game that was filled with penalties, most of them against the Maple Leafs. And although the Islanders could not cash in on the power play, the game winner did come from an unlikely candidate, Eric Cairns, who usually applies the body as he did there, but also applied some offense. That made it 2-1. And then came Michael Pekka's insurance goal late in the third period. We'll see you tomorrow night. Geico Islanders game night at 6:30. Then the Islanders and the Mighty Ducks a little after 7 o'clock right here at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And so for Joe Micheletti and the entire crew, I'm Howie Rose wishing you a pleasant good night.
Mogilny. He's a sniper. It goes through the legs of a defender, Eric Cairns, and off the post. Mogilny 5 shots in the game, no points. Meanwhile, Travis Green having a rough night. Green has a chance off the rebound, and he misses wide. Green's only shot of the night. Next possession, Green loses it to the captain of the Islanders, Michael Pekka. 5-hole past Cujo. Islanders win. Not a good night for Travis Green. Elsewhere in the NHL.
sold over 2 million copies of their debut CD, The Sickness. The Chicago area band came out of nowhere to enjoy worldwide success they never thought they would earn. Perhaps there are the New York Islanders of modern rock. The Islanders out of nowhere battling for the top spot in the Atlantic with the New York Rangers. If the Islanders win this game, they're back in first place. We showed you the Ranger loss earlier. That's Jurke Lume. First game as a Leaf. First period, Alexei Yashin. Sean Bates. Score! 1-0 Islanders. Bates would leave with a groin injury eventually, Barry.
Well, this play is created because Martinek comes out of the penalty box. Yuskevich doesn't know that, and right here is just sheer talent. Yashin's got as good a hands as there are in the game, and Bates' speed gets him open. Bates' 7th goal of the year. Unbelievable.
Chris Osgood had a tough road trip, but he's been strong again here in the first. Hoagland stopped. Renberg stopped. Sundin shoots it wide. Then it's Hoagland. Saved by Osgood. Hoagland again down the wing, beats Yashin, but Osgood is there to save Yashin.
Yashin's not paid $9 million to pick guys up.
Second period, 1-0. Renberg looking for Sundin. What a great line this has been. Beautiful cycle. Backhanded goal. Sundin's been great this year, Barry, his 11th.
Well, a Coin makes a mistake. He turns his back on the man he's covering. He should just back up, play between Sundin and the net. Bad defensive coverage by a Coin.
Meanwhile, back come the Islanders. 1-1 in the second. Eric Cairns! He may leave his teeth in the sink, but he's scoring goals. First of the year, 2-1 Islanders.
That's a 7 sign.
McCabe shot, save Osgood. Travis Green to tie the game with 3 left. It goes wide, then watch this, Barry. Travis Green, neutral ice. Down! Stolen by Pekka. Beats McCabe. Score in the backhand.
Well, Travis was very instrumental in this game, one way or the other, missing at one end, giving the puck up to Pekka. Pekka is just so large for this team. He played against Sundin head-to-head all night long. Here he salts the game away on a great individual effort. His 5th goal. Islanders are the best special teams in the league, basically because this guy came over with his defensive leadership.
Travis Green
feels shame.
Absolutely. Islanders the most points in the East, 31, one ahead of the Rangers. Hoagland, the helper for the Maple Leafs, his 199th career point. Isles are 7-0-1 when leading after 1 period overall, and 3-0 at home. They won 3 in a row, Barry, and Michael Pekka can't really approach Alexei Yashin in pure skill, but what he provides this team as far as face-offs, and you mentioned head-to-head defense, it's immeasurable.
Well, you can't make a cake out of icing. Alexander Yashin is the icing. He looks nice, he's sweet. At the end of the night, he's going to have a couple goals like he did tonight. So he's getting his job done offensively. But Pekka is the guy that stirs this drink full. Defensively, plays against all the team's top centermen. The Islanders have never had a guy that could do that. Lapointe was the guy, but Pekka is so much better in that situation. So he played against Sundin tonight. Sundin got a goal, but Pekka was not on the ice. But Pekka, the thing that makes this guy special is when there is a mistake defensively, he can turn that into a goal. It's 2-1. The Maple Leafs are threatening. Pekka creates that turnover in neutral zone. Pekka scores a goal to salt the game away. And that line with Parrish on it and Bates on it, those guys are goal scorers. Parrish has got 13, Bates has got 7, Pekka's got 5. So a defensive line kills you defensively and also hurts you if you make a mistake against them offensively. That is a line that really makes the Islanders go.
Mario Sakic, Yzerman, Pekka, those are your 4 Canadian centers?
I certainly, you can't go wrong with those guys.
All right,
Pekka's got to be on the team, though.
Much more to come on
well,
the
Islander
NHL
fans,
tonight.
looks like you might be able to cancel that trip to the psychiatrist you had scheduled because it doesn't seem like the Owls have all of a sudden reverted back to those old ways. Of course, that would be losing ways, so no need to panic right now. After that 5-game winless streak knocked them out of first place, the boys from Long Island have bounced back with 2 quality wins, going for the trifecta tonight against Toronto at home. We pick it up first period because that's where the action is. No score, but things about to change. Off the turnover, it's Alexei Yashin. 13 goals this season over to Sean Bates. Cujo gets collared. Bates 7th of the year, and that made it 1-0 Owls. Later in the first, it's getting physical. Jurke Lume and Jason Blake rush the board. Blake gets the worst of that one. Lume falls on top of him. Steve Webb later comes over and gives Gary Volk a little love afterwards. They get tangled up. Blake, meanwhile, skates off under his own power barely. Back to the scoring. Second period action. It's Mikael Renberg setting up Matt Sundin, and the kid from Sweden knows what to do with it. Beats Chris Osgood for the 11th of the year for him. That tied the game at 1 apiece. Stay that way until later in the period. Radek Martinique's shot denied by Joseph, but Eric Carnes tells Cujo, "I'm the big dog here." Beats him from the point. 2-1 Islanders with the lead. That was more like Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo instead of Cujo, but you know. dog thing. You with me on this, man? All right, to the third. Keep up, man. The former Al Travis Green with the turnover, and Michael Pekka, the captain, capitalizes. This is why he's so good. His 5th of the season, beats Cujo. Owls have now won 3 straight, winning again tonight. 3-1 your final from the Island. Pekka's goal, good for both his team and for him personally. He's trying to gain a spot on Team Canada's Olympic squad, so at least Pat Burns is the head coach of that team, and of course Pat Burns is Toronto's head coach, so Pat Burns had a bird's eye view of what Pekka can do, not as if he doesn't already know. As for the team, the Owls are now back in first, leapfrogging the Rangers after the Rangers lost tonight. Chris Osgood, another solid goal, stopping 24 to 25 shots he faced. And after the game, Peter the Great happy with his team's play when it mattered the most.
Not an impressive first period, I don't think. But like we have in the past, the guys rallied, played a better, much better second period, and a really smart, really disciplined third period, and held a pretty offensive team to a limited number of chances when the score was 2-1. So I was impressed as the game went on.
How do you feel when you hear the crowd spontaneously chanting first place?
Our fans have been, to me, they've been outstanding all year. We've had a lot of packed houses in here so far, which is great for the players. It's great for the organization, and they're loud. It's you know, it's an older building, but it's got an atmosphere to it. And when the people get in here and they get going like they did tonight and like they have in the past here, it can be a pretty rocking place.
And it should be rocking again tomorrow night because they play again tomorrow night, and that's it.
Simply outweighs Garceau, puts it in, and at that point it was 1-0 Anaheim, and then Roman Hamrlik took over. He played a marvelous period. I mean, his outlet passes were tremendous. There he sets up Dave Scatchard for a shorthanded chance. That one, the long pass to Tchaikovsky. This one to Pekka. I mean, his passing was right on the mark. And then with the team still trailing 1-0, it's Hamrlik that just gets the puck to the net. Here it is. Throws it at the net. Giguère didn't see it as it dropped right over his shoulder. And Hammerlick's late goal tied it at 1.
So that's where we are. The scoring summary brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino, the wonder of it all in southeast Connecticut. Titov and Hamrlik, neither of them needed any help. And the Ducks will still have 52 seconds of power play time to their credit. The time remaining on Mark Parrish's elbowing penalty as we start the second period.
Now, I thought the Ducks played a good first period, Howie. They came out and they worked hard. Brian Murray felt that there's only been 2 games where his team hasn't worked. That was the last one we talked about, the 6-0 loss in Florida, and a game early in the season when they lost 6-1 to Toronto. And other than that, he's been very happy.
For Parrish's first goal after going 7 without one, and the Islanders lead it 2-1.
Now the forecheck by the Islanders, and a defensive miscue by the Ducks, because you shouldn't allow a player to walk in from that and have that kind of time. Pekka just dumps it in. Giguère has a little bit of a problem with it, but gets it over to the corner. Who's there? Pekka. And just a beautiful move on Wisniewski, and then no one else around as Parrish walks in, and he had all the time. You've got to keep your eye on the puck, just in case you have to release your man and take the man in front. And Parrish with a beautiful move on Wisniewski, and then found himself all alone, and the Islanders lead it 2-1.
So Parrish takes the team goal scoring lead back from Alexei Yashin. Leclerc put it in front. It went off of Snow. Parrish tied for 3rd in the NHL now with 14 goals. Only Jerome McGinley. There's Pekka shooting. He scores!
What a pass. What a pass from Tchaikovsky onto the tape, blue line to blue line, onto the tape of a streaking Michael Pekka, and we've seen that wrist shot before. There's Tchaikovsky, head up, look at this. Beautiful, soft on the tape, and we've seen the high wrist shot by Michael Pekka, who just picks the corner perfectly. A change in goaltenders, and I'm not sure why. unless they're just trying to change the momentum. But Giguère has been awfully good in this game and hasn't had much help at all in the last two.
There's got to be 19 other guys you bench before you get to Jean-Sébastien Giguère tonight.
Now, again, maybe Brian Murray's trying to change the momentum, but it shouldn't be because of his play. He played in that game and allowed 6 against Florida. But I thought he was very good in this game. He was keeping his team in it. When you give Mark Parrish that kind of time in front of the net, that's his bread and butter. That's where he scores his goals.
Well, Giguère was helpless because of the great move Parrish put on Wisniewski behind the net.
That's right.
But Michael Pekka, who scored last night, comes up with his 6th of the season, and the Islanders have a 3-1 lead. So 21 seconds apart, and you know, right off the first rush after the Parrish goal, the Ducks had an opportunity, and Snow made a nice save. And then Tchaikovsky found Pekka. The Islanders had doubled their lead.
Gar Snow has played well in this game.
Shots are even at 16. Radek Martinek double team behind the net. And it's Isbister on the puck for New York. Yashin trying to get around Jason York and the linesman. Yashin did one, not the second, but here's Hamrlik missing the net. Going wide on Shields. And Radek Martinek couldn't get it to the net either. Always a good idea, isn't it, to start throwing rubber at a cold goalie? York shoots one that deflects wide. Shields just off the bench. And the Islander fans, the full house, behind their team with a 2-goal lead. Ruslan Saleh back in his own zone. Now Titov, nobody picked up Kjellberg going down the middle. So Krivokrasov threw it to the net, and Snow made a save.
Yeah, and Snow had to make a good save with Krivokrasov crashing the net.
And Kjellberg just zipping right down the slot, untouched. Now Lapointe trying to scoot to the net. Kjellberg on him, took him down. There'll be a penalty. And the Islanders will go to the power play for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Lapointe pulled down on the play. And the Islanders picked up their forecheck in this period. Picked up their aggressiveness, and Kjellberg will take the penalty. And the Islanders with their first power play of this game. Brian Murray's long road trip isn't over yet. This is the 5th of 6. And they've got to face the Rangers at home tomorrow night.
And they don't even get 24 hours. That's a 5 o'clock start.
Yeah, and the Rangers have won, what, 5 or 6 in a row at home?
Coming off a thumping last night, though, in Washington.
Yes. Washington with 51 shots. Washington played a very aggressive game. Very aggressive game. The Rangers took a few bad penalties.
27 shots they had, one period.
Yeah. Period number 2.
Number 5 here at the Nassau Coliseum. And they like what they saw in the second period.
Well, Mark Parrish with a beautiful move behind the net on Wisniewski. No one in front of the net to defend, and Parrish takes his time. Beats Giguère on the play. That made it 2-1 Islanders, and then just 21 seconds later, what a pass. Pekka finds some space. This pass is going to come from Tchaikovsky on the tape. The beautiful wrist shot over the glove of Giguère, and then gave the Islanders a 3-1 lead.
And the wave. According to Eric Hornick, the first one you've seen here since 1993, and he would know. The wave doesn't figure into the scoring summary, but Parrish and Pekka do. Brought to you by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time. And you see the power play statistics there? Nothing much, right? I say congratulations to the referees, Paul Stewart and Mike Lego, because they've let these guys play tonight. Only if there were a scoring chance or an obvious play like the elbow by Parrish have they decided to send anybody off. I think that's a good job by the referees.
I agree with you. I mean, the intensity has been high. But it is hockey. Let them play. A real opportunity on the power play, something that has really struggled for Anaheim.
So a big face-off here with 31 seconds to the 5-on-3 portion. Pekka takes the draw, loses it to Jeff Friesen. York to Correa. Back for York. Friesen in the corner. O'Coin pressures him. That's Marty McInnes at the other side. Now Correa for McInnes. Leclerc up high in the slot. The pass to Leclerc was at his boots, and Janssen gets rid of it. 10 seconds left to the 5-on-3. So Isbister poised to come out. Jason York starting out of the Anaheim zone. York down the middle, into the Islander end. Here's Isbister, so now it's a 5-on-4. Hammerlick rides his man York in hard. McInnes plays it back to the point, but we get a whistle. And one of the clips holding those panes of glass together has come loose, and so that necessitates the whistle right atop the glass there.
Well, what a hit. What a hit by Hammerlick. He's played a tremendous game. He has passed the puck well. He has scored a goal. He has played physical. He has killed penalties. He's done a little bit of everything in this game. Listen to this hit, folks. How does this feel?
That's that seamless stuff, too. No give.
Boy, oh boy. York's lucky he's not hurt because he was nearly defenseless on the play. Wrapped up by Hammerlick, and then the big hit. And here you see the problem.
That's still a problem if they don't straighten it out.
I'm not sure they see that one.
Yeah.
One's missing, and this one's over on a different, dividing two different panes of glass than the one that fell off.
I mean, the most innocent ramification, not with regard to injury at all. Plenty of injuries. Jason Blake got it out of the zone.
Well, and there's now more buildings are using kind of that spring-loaded so that the boards and the glass gives a little bit.
Dallas,
so
right? We saw Dallas the other night. They didn't have seamless glass at all.
No, they did. No, they did. But Montreal, I know the Islanders here as well in this building have changed the glass a little bit, so there's a little bit more give than what there used to be.
LeClaire plays it back to Tverdovsky. And now Blake trying to keep it away from Marty McInnes. Jansson's there too. Blake gets the loose puck. And with head up, he sends it down the ice. 2:40 to go in the Anaheim power play. Dave Scatchard serving it for the Islanders. Would not have been the choice necessarily of Peter Laviolette. You got to take somebody that's on the ice at the time. And the Islanders had been killing a penalty. So now Martinez lugs it into the Anaheim zone for Parrish. He put it off the stick of Jason York. And Pekka does a smart thing, playing it back into the Islanders zone. Was hoping that the pass would have been a little cleaner for Hammerlick to handle, but in the end it works out fine for the Islanders.
15 feet before Pekka retrieved the puck, he knew where everyone on the ice was. And so by the time he got to the puck, it looked like a blind pass, but he knew exactly where he was going with it.
Good play by Blake, stepped up on Paulson. LaPointe with Blake going to the net. The pass, Blake shoots, saved by Shields, who had to make a tougher save on Jason Blake in the literal sense. Now is Shields all right, and is Blake okay?
Hurt his hand. Hurt his hand on the play. Blake kind of had to stretch, so he couldn't slow down. It was a very good pass. Blake started the play by breaking it up. And then LaPointe was able to retrieve the puck. There's Blake right there. Good play. Now LaPointe's got it. Here comes the speed by Blake. Good feed, and he just was tripped. Had to reach for it, and then was still able to get the shot, but his feet were taken out. There it comes again. Good pass, and look at his feet. Just tripped up. And defenseless are both players. Shields seemed to have hurt his catching glove, his catching hand. On that collision, oh, that's a hard collision. You could see it bend back. And he stays in there and seems to be okay. Another great effort from the penalty killers.
A minute 45 remained to the Anaheim power play. So Shields checking that time left. So here up towards the clock. LaPointe and Blake with O'Coin and Janssen. O'Coin had to be alert with those legs of Correa churning.
That was a set play. Correa lined up as a defenseman, and right from the faceoff, they tried to shoot the puck into the open area and let Correa skate into it.
Three Islanders spread out at the blue line. Snow gets a piece of it. Blake checked by Matt Cullen. And Titov plays the puck, but Blake picks it off. And Blake scooting up the wing again. He's got Correa back, gets help from LaPointe. Blake to the net. LaPointe circles, keeps it. He's killing time. Tried to reverse it deep, but Correa was there to cut it off. They did take some time off. Now a minute 5 to go to the power play. And out comes Havlat. Nicholas Havlat into the Islanders zone. To Krivokrasov. Across, and Parrish saw that coming. Now Parrish turning on the Jets. Has LaPointe with him. Parrish to the net. LaPointe to Parrish. He scores! Oh, what a short-handed goal! And it's 4-1. Was that a thing of beauty?
Wow, this penalty killing is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at Anaheim with all the control, and watch Parrish with the read. Krivo cross up right there. There's Parrish with the stick. Gets it going one way. Makes that play to tip it over to Lapointe. That's two good plays. And then Lapointe, what a pass. Little fake shot. The pass off the post and in on the short side by Mark Parrish. Look at this play right there. Tips it over. So that's his second great play here. And then the pass and the shot. Parrish's second of the game. And that's a huge goal. What a beautiful pass from Claude Lapointe. Freezes the goaltender, freezes the defenseman, and just slides it over to the other side to Mark Parrish.
Second of the game for Parrish, his 15th on the year. For the Islanders, their 5th shorthanded goal, and it's the 4th one given up by the Ducks. Those 5 shorthanded goals tie the Islanders for second best in the NHL. Lapointe picks up the assist. And the Islanders still with some penalty time to kill here. 23 seconds remain for the Anaheim power play. Ruslan Saleh into the zone. Left it for Bilesma. Down low. Centering feed by Friesen. Hit the side of the net. Janssen grabs it back. Michael Pekka just lofts it down the ice, or at least he tried to, and it curled into the Anaheim bench with 4 seconds remaining. The penalty to Snow being served by Sketcher.
Well, Anaheim had a chance to get back in this with the 5-on-3 and then the double minor, so they had plenty of time on their power play. But as Brian Murray was saying before, he said we don't have anybody up front that can really control the play in the half boards, and it really showed. Man, Paul Correa, talk about frustration. Won't say anything publicly, but you know that there's just all kinds of frustration built up in that young man.
I'll put it this way. The Ducks have had the power play for the last 5 minutes and 26 seconds. That's continuous. 31 of those seconds, they had a 5-on-3. And the shots during that time, even. 2 for each team. Scatcherd out of the box. Penalty is over. So the Islanders not only kill the tie, but they score a goal. To 1, Islanders! 13. And here comes the headgear.
This isn't puck night, is it?
No, it's stick night. What all the fans have done with their sticks is raise them.
This goal was created by the forecheck of the Islanders. And what a shot by Mark Parrish. You'll see going in here is Cherkovsky. And then Parrish comes back in, and Cherkovsky again. Right back to Parrish and the shot. Wow. So Cherkovsky got back up off the ice, fed Parrish after he had taken a hit, and then Parrish with that beautiful release makes this a 5-1 game.
And Parrish drove to the game today with Eric Cairns' vehicle, and they get out of the car, and I say to Cairns, so Parrish's hands, I guess, rubbed off on you last night, huh? And he just sheepishly laughed, and then Parrish said, yeah, now Cairns is going to rub off on me, and I'm going to have to fight. Well, no fight necessary for Mark Parrish tonight, just goals. What he does best. He had a hat trick against New Jersey in the 4th game of the year. And by the time that game was over, Parrish had 8 goals in the first 4 games. Now he's got 16 on the year. And he's the first Islander with 2 hat tricks in a season since Zygmunt Palffy in 1996.
You don't think he wants to make the Olympic team?
Oh, you kidding?
I will say this, and I disagree with our colleague Deb Kaufman, who is certainly entitled to her opinion. But all the people I talk to and all the people I know, if you've ever been to the Olympic Games in the spirit of the Olympic Games, and you think back to 1980 and the U.S. winning the gold medal, and all the accolades they have received from Sports Illustrated and everybody else about what they've done. You talk to the people in this country, and there's an awful lot of people that are looking forward to the Olympic Games, including the players and the broadcasters and hockey fans, and a lot of people that weren't fans before have become fans.
Well,
and it does nothing but help the game of hockey. It's a wonderful thing for the game of hockey on all levels, including the NHL level.
It's no holds barred. Everybody's sending their best. Matt Cullen for a shot that deflects to the corner. Best hockey tournament in the world, the best of each country. They tried that in '96 with the World Cup. There's a chance in front, but Snow makes a save. Wrap around Cullen, and Snow grabs that as Cullen slams his stick to the ice.
What a save. It looked like the first look, Howie, like he had 2 feet to get over there. And Cullen came around fast, and Snow wouldn't give up on the play. He wouldn't give up on the play. Look at him, he's down, and you thought out. And he just laid straight back, a la Dominic Hasek. I mean, that's just not giving up. Didn't have a stick. Used his blocker to make the save on Cullen. A spectacular save by Garth Snow to make it 5-1.
Sebastian Giguère. Actually, it would be Shields who would be tagged with a loss, as he gave up the 4th goal, which as of now stands as the game winner. A 5-3 Islander lead.
Well, Anaheim, 37 shots in this game. They've worked awfully hard.
Well, Parrish, Pekka, Tchaikovsky have had big nights. Hat trick for Parrish, +4, one better than Pekka and Tchaikovsky. And from the draw, it's sent back to Tverdovsky, but the shot blocked by Isbister. Remember that Anaheim net's empty. And Isbister got there ahead of Tverdovsky. 27 to go. And Correa leaves it for Tverdovsky. All Correa trying to weave through center. Pitched it in, off the glove of Janssen, back to the line, and then dumped deep again. 14 to go. The puck in behind the Islander goal. Frees it in the corner. Has to move quickly, so he reverses to the corner. Centering feet, Paulson broken up. He throws one that's knocked away with a high stick. It won't matter, though. Isbister just lets time run out, and the Islanders have a 4-game winning streak. 5-3 New York, the final tonight. And there's the star of the show with a hat trick.
Howie, there was a stretch of about 12 minutes, 11 to 12 minutes, where the Islanders took control of this game. Anaheim came out and played a good first period and led 1-0. Hammerlick scored with about 3 minutes to go in the first period, and then the back-to-back goals by Parrish and Pekka early in the first 10 minutes of the second period is what gave them the 3-1 lead.
21 seconds apart.
Yeah, 21 seconds apart. They went ahead to make it a 5-1 lead, and Anaheim didn't give up. They kept coming and scored 2 more to make it interesting.
Don't forget the Mets and Kings coming up at 10 o'clock, just about 11 minutes from now. But for the Islanders, their 4th straight win. That's the first time they've ever won 3 home games in a 4-day period, and that's as much because of the scheduling, obviously, as anything else. But 15 wins in 23 games for the Islanders. You know, it took them 59 games last year to win 15 games.
From the New York
and with 33 points, it's the best 23-game start they've ever had. Kenny Janssen, a big reason why. He's the 3rd star tonight.
The 2nd star for the New York Islanders.
Now, Garth Snow played well. He made a lot of key saves at critical times, and nice to see him getting back some of that game time. You know, he looked better and more confident in this game than he did against Pittsburgh.
His first home game, and no question about the #1 star with the hat trick, his 2nd of the year, Mark Parrish. So the Islanders tying their best start in points after 23 games, and it equals the total of the last 2 seasons at 23 games. A lot of gaudy numbers for the National Hockey League debut. Garth Snow made his Islander debut here at the Coliseum. And although the Ducks would score early, Snow was pretty good, as the Anaheim Mighty Ducks took a 1-0 lead on the goal by German Titov. But then the Islanders scored 5 unanswered. Hammerlick got it going. Mark Parrish wound up with a hat trick, and the Islanders have their 4th straight win, beating the Mighty Ducks 5-3. The Islanders continue to lead not only the Atlantic Division, but the Eastern Conference in the National Hockey League. And next come the Washington Capitals. They will be at the Coliseum on Tuesday night. Geico Islanders game night at 6:30. The drop of the puck a little after 7 o'clock. Stay tuned now for the New Jersey Nets and the Sacramento Kings coming up from the Arco Arena. For Joe Micheletti, Stan Fischler, Ed Westfall, Deb Kopp, and the entire crew, I'm Howie Rose. Let's wave goodbye.
Hey guys, Colorado, Detroit have to babysit guys to get them ready to play. It's ridiculous.
Them's fighting words. Who's fighting? Mark Parrish. By Jean-Sebastien Giguère, 2-1 Isles, 14 for Parrish. He had so much fun. How about number 15? Oh, that's candy, 4-1 Isles. And later in the third, Parrish, check out the cat in the hat. Second of the season, third of his career. Korea cannot be happy. Isles win at 5-3. Parrish now with a point in 18 of 23 games this season. Isles win streak is 4. The Ducks winless streak 9. Last 6, all losses.
With a magnificent effort, takes the return pass from Ulf Dahlen, 3-0, and then the Islanders get back in the game. Power play goal, a couple of redirections. Alexei Yashin in front, ends up getting the first Islander goal, 3-1, and then at the end of the first period, it's Yashin again. Watch him go to the net hard. Billington, the goaltender, gets his stick stuck on the shoulder of Alexei Yashin, and Tchaikovsky puts it in. And that's how we start this second period, Howie, and that was a crazy first one, wasn't it?
Well, the scoring summary of that crazy period is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino, the wonder of it all in Southeast Connecticut. Call 1-800-PLAY-BIG. One thing the Islanders are not crazy about, in case you missed the news from Deb Kaufman, the injury to Roman Hamrlik, a sprained knee. He will not return, and he will be reevaluated tomorrow. So a sprained knee suffered by Roman Hamrlik.
You know, when I saw it, the only thing I liked about it is it wasn't a hit from the side, which is a lot of times when those hits from the side is where you end up suffering a lot of ligament damage. And getting hit straight on, I'm hoping that it's just bruised and nothing too serious, but you never know because it was quite a collision.
Now, he went to the Islander room under his own power. They treated him on the bench, didn't feel any better, so he got up, skated to the runway, and walked off himself. That would appear to be an obvious good sign, but apart from that, does it tell you that any injury would be less serious than as you suspected if he were hit from the side?
You just never know. I mean, you just never know with those things, and you hate to speculate too much, but I would say it's a good sign that he skated on his own.
Oleg Kavasha goes to the corner with his pister. Kavasha hemmed in there by Gonchar, who lost his helmet in the exchange. And the puck back behind the Washington goal line, played by Kuchera. Now Dahlen for Jágr. He holds up at the line. And then plays it into the Islander zone. Dahlen slaps it deep. Osgood behind the Islander goal. Threw it into the corner. Dahlen picked it off, and now the Capitals try to set up. Jágr with a little room. Turning on Tarnstrom. Off to Dahlen. Oates is parked in front as Dahlen was taken in hard by O'Coin. Tarnstrom trying to stay with Jágr. Forced Jágr into just dumping it to the corner. And then Tarnstrom plays it out of the zone.
And Dahlen's hurt. I mean, he went into the boards. He tried to turn, and O'Coin stayed with him. He went in shoulder first.
Tarnstrom stayed with Jágr just inside the Islander blue line. The Capitals have had it in there most of this first minute and a half. Nice play in center to deflect that pass away by Whitfield. And the Capitals regain possession. Zettler for Simon. And Simon's dump in, fielded by Chris Osgood. Didn't see much of Simon in the first period, at least as far as being around the puck was concerned. Simon coming off of 3 separate.
Bring the puck up the middle of the ice, always. What the opposing team wants is you to go to the boards. They want you to go to the boards with it so they can come over and put pressure. I think Snow's going in right now, and the reason for this is that Peter Laviolette used his timeout wisely in the first period when they were down 3-0. He's putting Snow in now to give his power play a chance to rest. This is a smart play by Peter Laviolette. So Snow is taking his time, getting his equipment on, and now he's going to go in, and this is better than a timeout. They'll have more than 30 seconds. Now he's got to go over and get the stick. Bossette says, here it is. If you're trying to find it, I found it for you. Now get in there so we can drop the puck. And so he's, look at it. I mean, he's just taking his time, looking back. And so he won't be in there very long, folks. He will not be in this game long as Osgood gets over there. So now you've got Yashin, Pekka, Parrish, Tchaikovsky, and Kenny Janssen that are all rested. Smart move by Peter Laviolette. And the whole key here is win the faceoff again, and Oates has been good. But the Islanders have kind of played into that, what the Capitals want. Go to the boards where they can have a one-on-one battle.
Only 40 seconds left to this 5-on-3. Yashin down the boards. Klee after it, and he clears.
See, there again. I mean, you should be able to carry the puck in over the blue line and set it up. But they're getting into areas where Washington can fight for the puck one-on-one.
Becca pulls up. Becca across to Janssen. 19 to the 5-on-3. Pekka's drive missed the net. And it's cleared out of the zone. Well, Pekka had the best chance early in the 5-on-3. He missed the net when the puck was on edge. And now he misses the net a second time. And in 5 seconds, the 5-on-3 will be over. Pekka gains the zone. Here come Kote and Nicolishin. Cherkovsky centers, and it's off the side of the net from Parrish. Cherkovsky gets it back. Cherkovsky centers, score! Parrish got it! And this game is tied at 3. Cherkovsky was in there too. But after the Islanders failed on the 5-on-3, they managed to get even anyhow.
Now do it the hard way. Why not? And the first one, I think Billington makes a great save on Parrish on this first one. Watch this one right there. Billington got over. He made the save. And then they'll get it back. Parrish will say, I'm going right back to the net. Sneaks behind everyone. Only Cherkovsky sees him there. And Parrish with a smart move as Witt had his back with the defenseman. There's the first save by Parrish. Now you'll see Parrish come around, and watch 19, Witt. Doesn't see Parrish, and perfect timing. Goes to the front of the net. Cherkovsky with a perfect pass across, a little redirection, and this game is tied. Who needs a 5-on-3?
Well, let's see what the Islanders do with their goaltender now. Garth Snow still in goal.
No, he's changing now. He's going to change now. Look at Snow's going.
Nice job by Garth, though. He turned the momentum around, didn't he?
Absolutely. Little goaltender change, and that's a smart move by Peter Laviolette. There it is again. Beautiful save. Look at that save by Billington. And then you'll see Parrish, and that's Witt in front of the net right here. Here comes Parrish. Doesn't see him. Now look at the timing. Right to the front. Uses his body. Oh, you know what? It went off the skate. I don't think it was Parrish. I don't know if Parrish touched it. This might be Cherkovsky that gets the goal.
Well, we'll straighten it out for you when we come back. Either way, it's tied.
Parrish, does he get a piece of it? Maybe just gets it. I think he did. I think it changed direction a little bit. Hard to tell there, but it definitely goes off the skate of Brendan Witt.
Yeah, they just changed it. Rather than Parrish, it's Cherkovsky with his 6th from Yashin and Parrish at 10-11. And so it's Cherkovsky getting the game-tying goal, as it was ruled that it did not touch Parrish's stick. And the Islanders still 3-3. As Kuchera comes
all those years with a number of different teams. I don't think he ever slowed down, did he? Even when he retired, he could still skate just about as well as anyone.
Oh, he continually win fastest skating competitions.
Powerful skater. Never had a chance to win a Stanley Cup, though.
A sliding puck goes through the crease, and O'Coin gets rid of it. As we start this third period, an instant chance for the Capitals, but back come the Islanders. Cherkovsky centers, and it's deflected just wide. Parrish went to the net, and that was Witt tying him up again. They've had a pretty good duel all night.
This game is going to end in a very weird way, one way or the other. And with all this that's going on, bouncing pucks, redirected, goaltenders having trouble controlling the pucks.
And Janssen waiting for help. Islanders were changing, and Janssen gets it back off of Dahlin. Now is Bister for Yashin. Somehow kept it onside, but couldn't reach Gavasha with his pass. So it's back out in center, and Isbister plays it deep. Greg Billington, making only his 3rd start of the year. Trying to get it around the boards. Isbister picked it off. Gavasha to Janssen. He shoots. He scores! Kenny Janssen, tie game, 4-4.
Kenny Janssen had played 24 minutes Kavasha quick in on the puck, causes the turnover, and then the pass to Kenny Janssen. Beautiful shot by Janssen. I'm not sure how he got that puck through. Good job by Kavasha to start it with the forecheck, and then the shot. Again, Alexei Yashin is there in front of the goaltender, Billington, and we have a tie game.
And you talk about all the time that Janssen has had, as much because of the injury to Roman Hamrlik as anything, as Peter Laviolette is adjusting his defense pairings. Right now, Janssen stays out there, this time with Eric Cairns. Hamrlik injured his knee earlier in this game, will not return. So 4-4 the score. Yager in for Oates, closes in, sets up Dahlin, who fed. Osgood way out of position. Dahlin gets it back. Now Klee shoots, saved by Osgood. And Joe, you called it. This is one goofy looking game.
Who knows how this is going to end? Who knows? And Klee, you know what? Klee had a wide open net.
All the way to the corner. Dahlin behind the net. Now for Yager. Out to the point. Bondra down low. Dahlin centers, broken up and cleared by Janssen.
What a game by Kenny Janssen. He's going to end up in the mid-30s in ice time if it goes to regulation, if it ends in regulation.
10 seconds left to the power play for Washington. Nicolishin knocked off the puck and Blake clears, and that's going to do it. Standing ovation for the Islander penalty killers. The Capitals got one shot in 4 minutes. 9:01 to go in the third. 4-4 game. Simon in center. Plays it into the Islanders zone. Osgood comes out. Leaves it for Martinic. Martinic in traffic. Now for Isbister. And he knocks it off the boards. Klee having trouble. Boy, Klee barely made it to the bench before, but he's right back out.
I think he might have collided with his own player.
Capitals dump in. Tornstrom for Martinic in the corner. And it's pitched out by Ole Kavasha. Witt being chased by Isbister. Off the boards. And recovered by Janssen. And Kavasha works it deep, but we get a whistle for an offside with 8:18 to go in the third.
Just turn the skate a little bit.
So the Islanders once again have to try to fight from behind. However, now they're in the latter stages of the third period. Ole Kavasha up the middle off of Isbister. Yashin follows. And now Kavasha powering towards the net. Slides it through the crease. Nobody there. Martinic in deep at the side of the net. The Islanders, I'm sure, will take plenty of chances now in this remaining 2:13. Zubris is second from Nicolishin and Bondra at 17-21. Capitals bring it back in. They'll try and keep it deep as much as possible now. Which is why Pettinger is just holding it in the corner. Janssen with him. Yashin and Simon are together. And finally, it's pried loose by Janssen. 1:54 to go in the third. Yashin got it into the Washington zone. Wheeled around by Klee. The Islanders changing. So the Capitals come out and dump in. Pettinger gets it behind the Islander goal. 1:40 to go in the third. A late goal by Zubris has Washington in front. Tarnstrom with a dump to the corner. Parrish charging after it. Witt there. And Brendan Witt fires it all the way down, and this one will go for an icing. Tarnstrom touches up 1:20 the Washington zone. Peter Laviolette wants to set up that extra skater. But again, the Islander net will be empty.
What a weird goal. I guess it figures, doesn't it? That, but it's, but there's still 1:24 to go. Pekka's going to try and take the face-off against Oates. And you've got Yashin that's behind Pekka. He's moving up now. Yashin's moving up. See, here's Yashin. If they win the draw, Yashin just might come out here for the pass, right-handed shot. And now they're moving a coin over, who's a right-handed shot. He's here.
So the draw against Oates. And the Islanders control. They've got the extra skater. Cherkovsky put it off the back of the net, being ridden all the way across the goal line by Cote. Yashin ran into the referee. 1:11 to go in the third. Alexei Yashin put it in front. Nobody controlling. Cote pitches it all the way down. It'll go wide of the empty net. And icing will be called.
And this time Yashin lines up directly behind Michael Pekka. And again, this time they will try and get Yashin the shot right here. And O'Coin, also a right-handed shot, is the other option.
Yashin keeps it in to the slot. Cherkovsky, the backhander off the side of the net as he was going down. 52 seconds to go. Parrish with Janssen and Yashin in front and Pekka at the hash marks. Terrence, they score! It deflects home and the Islanders have tied it with 46.3 remaining. Marius Cherkovsky, if it's his goal, would be the hat trick. And the hats are raining down, or at least some of them are, as the Islanders have come back to tie it.
Now, Yashin did a great job to keep the puck in, and he threw it to a spot where he knew Cherkovsky would be. Watch Yashin back here. Cherkovsky's over here. Watch him just throw it. And Cherkovsky nearly sneaks one in on that. And then the Islanders are all over it. You see a loose puck on the ice as the defenseman Klee loses his stick. And let's see what Yashin does, or Cherkovsky. That was a goal all the way. I mean, that's what he was looking to do. He wouldn't have flipped it up that high unless he was trying to bank it in off the goaltender. I mean, there's no way he was going to put it up that high. Watch how high. Look, he sees the room, then he sees the shoulder. Goes up high with it, off the shoulder. And that was a set play, folks. What a game. 5-5, 46 seconds to go. A hat trick for Cherkovsky. I mean, he had one go in off the defenseman's skate from the corner. Scores this one from behind the net. We've seen a redirect off a skate of Diamond Zubras. There it is again. You know what that did? That hit first the defenseman Klee, the one who didn't have a stick. That bounced off his arm first, and then off the shoulder. Let's see it again. Watch this here. Off the arm, then the shoulder, back, and then Billington kicked it in. He had to make a quick move because he wasn't sure where it is, and when he made the quick move with his left skate, he kicked it in.
Well, I bet Marius can't wait to see that feature now from that Polish crew that was out here taking pictures and talking to him this morning.
He's going to move him into his place. Stay here.
So Cherkovsky with a goal in each period. His 7th from Parrish and Yashin at 19-14.
Okay.
Well, what's next?
How's the winner going to be scored?
I'm debating between a breakaway where a guy's skate falls off, like in roller hockey, if you have those old clamp skates on, where the clamps come loose. I've never seen that.
How about a crazy bounce off the glass?
We just saw
it. Caught behind the net.
There come the Capitals back in. Bondra fires, misses the net. Scatcherd over to the far side. And out of the zone. 33 seconds to go. Pekka challenging. Capitals try to clear. They can't. Great job by Scatcherd to hold it in. Now the Capitals push it out. Janssen waiting to get onside. And he works it deep. 21 seconds to go. Worked around to the other side. And it's Kuchera for Washington. Up the middle. Pekka with a good play to slow it down. 11 seconds left. Bondra into the zone. Peter Bondra to the net. Martinic forces him wide. Kuchera fires from a sharp angle. And Osgood scoops it up with 3.6 seconds remaining in the third period. And the Islanders are that close to a point. And how likely did that seem about 15 minutes into this game?
How did that end up in the glove? Osgood got over there and just held his ground. Look at this play by Martinic. Beautiful defensive play on the speedy Peter Bondra. And then Osgood gets over there. He's making sure nothing's going to go off my body and in. Watch him on this post right here. He gets over there and he says, no bad angle goal here. I mean, he is right on that post with the glove out. Yeah, we did.
And that's an extra half a second. And this is enough time for the Capitals to do something. Scatcherd will take the face-off against Adam Oates. They've got Bondra ready to cock and fire. But the Islanders win the draw. Osgood leaves it for Martinez, and the Islanders have guaranteed themselves a point. I have no idea what to expect from this overtime. But there were the Islanders trailing 3-0 at the 12:48 mark of the first period, and they have come back to guarantee themselves a point.
Well, you know, I think back, Howie, to the time when they were down 3-0 and an excellent timeout by Peter Laviolette to settle everybody down.
Tchaikovsky's been the star. Does he have any more tricks in his arsenal?
Oh, there's the shot by Tchaikovsky, and look at Yashin. Stay with it. And Klee, or was it Cote, with his right glove just grabbed it. Wasn't in the crease. They got it out of there. Martinez and Kenny Janssen. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, is Kenny Janssen having some kind of a season for the Islanders. Here it is again. Tchaikovsky, the shot. Yashin trying to get there. Oh, what a save by Billington. Yashin did get there. And then Cote just uses his hand to get it out of there. Jágr thought he had a break, but Martinic and then Kenny Janssen came back. Martinic with the play to force Jágr to stop and turn.
Now is protecting this point, so you know they're going to have two centermen out there. So they've got Pekka and Scatchard. Scatchard will take it. If he gets thrown out, you've got Pekka against Oates.
That's Bondra.
And it comes back towards Bondra. Jágr turning, shoots, and he just missed. Fittingly, as time runs out on a tie that the Islanders will take. You know about this time of year? Oh no, another tie? This is one the Islanders will wear gladly and somewhat proudly, considering that they trailed 3-0 and then were down a goal into the final minute of the game. And it was Tchaikovsky scoring with 46 seconds left to force it into overtime. And that's how it ends, 5-5.
Yeah, one last chance. Jágr decided to not give the puck to Bondra, and then that spin move, and over here you've got Scatchard just laying on top of Adam Oates. Just laying on top of him. He said, there's no chance you're getting back into the play. Takes him down. Jágr with the spin move, just off the side of the net. And maybe this is the way it should have ended.
An early 3-0 lead. The Islanders would come back to tie it at 3, fell behind again, tied it at 4. Capitals scored late, but then the Islanders scored later. And lastly, and that was our Bud Light goal of the game, brought to you by Bud Light, the proud supporter of the National Hockey League. But with 10 goals, it took a while to get to that final one. And when that caromed in off of either Craig Billington or maybe Billington and the defenseman on the way, the Islanders had their point.
Well, there's Yashin at the point. Throws it, and Tchaikovsky nearly sneaks one in there. Now the Islanders have some time, and Tchaikovsky looks, and he up high. Up high, off first the arm of Ken Klee, who didn't have a stick, then off the shoulder of Craig Billington. And as he panicked, not knowing where the puck was, I think he kind of kicked it into the net himself. So it was quite a game. I mean, when you think back to even the 5th goal by Washington, that had to be reviewed because it was redirected in with a skate. I mean, we saw just about a little of everything in this one.
Well, Kenny Janssen had to be dragged kicking and screaming into the interview room. Nothing against Deb Kaufman, but he just wanted to take a few more laps around the ice, maybe trail the Zamboni driver because his legs were so good tonight. He only played about 38 minutes or so, but he's still standing by, ready to talk about it with Deb.
Okay, thanks, guys. So we got Kenny a cup of water, a towel, but the truth is, really, you came flying in here. You don't seem exhausted.
Oh, no, I mean, when you're right at the moment, you're not even tired. So you don't go out there and don't think, so you're going to be all right.
So Roman Hamrlik went down early in the game, and that obviously put a lot of pressure on you to play more.
Yeah, I mean, Roman is logging about 30 minutes a game, so I think all 5 of us stepped up a notch and played well for him.
Well, this was a strange game. I mean, so many things happened in this game. There's a lot we can talk about, including your goal, but maybe the biggest play of the game that you made was that final save there, getting the puck away from Jágr with about 10 seconds left to go.
Yeah, I know how dangerous that guy is, and Marty made a hell of a back check, catching up to the guy and making pivot around, and I learned to never give up on a play and helped out this time.
Well, it was a strange game. The 5th goal for Washington was reviewed. Marius's goal coming.
I mean, they came up 3-0 on us right away, and we got a couple power play goals, came back in the game, and tied up early in the 3rd, and then we battled, and then like 2 minutes left of the game, we score again, and we kept battling, and we earned a point tonight.
Well, it's almost the situation where you do have to come back a couple of times. You exert so much energy when you're trailing to come back that then it's hard to get past that.
Yeah, I think it's tougher to coming back than protecting a lead. So We fought hard all game, and like I said, I think we earned a point tonight.
Yeah, you really earned it. All right, your goal was the tying goal when it was 4-3. You come out and take us through your goal.
Ollie saw me from the back of the goal line, and I saw the D's lying down, so I tried to shoot high glove side, and Billington went down on his knees and went in.
All right, well, you deserve that goal tonight as hard as you guys played.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, Kenny Janssen and the Islanders even this one out in a very hard-fought 1 point. Let's go back to Howie and Joe.
That's the point, too, the fact that it's something that's going to come in handy later on when you consider a lot of conference games tonight, and assuming that people lose those games like Pittsburgh, Toronto, or Pittsburgh, Carolina was close, and Boston, I guess, beat Tampa Bay. But at least this 1 point will help the Islanders because they'll gain on somebody.
Yeah, no, get as many points as you can, put them in the bank, and go back to work the next day. Now, we mentioned it early, and I thought it was important for Peter Laviolette to take that time out at 3-0. He settled everyone down, and this team, as we have seen throughout this season, they don't get rattled, and now they're starting to find a way to score goals. That point gives them 34 now on the year.
It's in a 5-5 tie, which didn't seem all that likely early in the first period. Yeah, these fans do have a lot to thank ownership for. The way this team has rebounded time after time this year. They lose another player early tonight, a key player in Hamrlik. They fall behind as the Capitals scored 3 goals before the period was 13 minutes old. So they had a 3-0 lead, but the Islanders fought back and almost had the game tied by the end of the period. They scored twice. Mariusz Czerkawski would score once in each period. After Yashin got it started, Czerkawski made it 3-2. Before the game was over, Czerkawski would complete the hat trick, and that would be the game-tying goal in the closing seconds as the teams traded goals back and forth over the second half of the hockey game. So the streak against Washington without a win is now 20 games. And that really doesn't matter because the Islanders can take plenty of satisfaction out of this one. They come up with a point, tying the Capitals 5-5. Canadiens are in here on Thursday. For Joe Micheletti and the entire Metro crew, I'm Howie.
Play there. Now the hit here. The Islanders go the other way. And then even this play here. Watch him make the play. Once, twice, ends up with the puck, clears the zone. And Dick Tarnstrom got into it as well. Tarnstrom with a good play down low. It was a 2-on-1 in front of the net. There it is off the skate. Good positioning by Tarnstrom. And then later on, Tarnstrom got beat on a play and was able to come back on Oleg Petrov, make the play defensively, take him down, and then clear the zone. Good defensive first period. And I think, Howie, one of the best first periods by the Islanders in a while.
What a shot by Yashin.
Oh. I mean, that was perfect. He used Robidas as a screen and somehow shot the puck through Robidas, up high, a rising shot that I think goes off the crossbar. Starts with the turnover in the neutral zone. Czerkawski will have it, just throws it over. Now watch this move. Right through him, and then up high, and just catches the net where the crossbar meets the post up high. Look at that, through the legs. Bang, and up high, and Theodore didn't have a chance. That's his spot. That is his favorite spot, and he is absolutely lethal from there.
Has he been phenomenal to this point in this game? When you consider he's created a couple of chances for his line mates that couldn't be finished, and just the plays he's made as an individual to get him to shooting position. There's Pekka shooting, and Theodore got a good piece of that.
No, I know. Every time he's got the puck, Howie, something great happens.
And he's beating 2 and 3 guys.
Yeah, he's almost unstoppable when he's got the puck. And teams know that and try to get help by sending 2 or 3 players. Well, the turnover, Tarnstrom actually moves it up. And the little nice pass here and then the move. Beautiful move. Yashin looked to the right first and then took the shot. There it is. Looks one way and then takes the shot. Might have fooled Theodore a little bit, but through the legs of the defenseman. And that makes it a 1-0 game. Here's another look through the legs. Theodore just off the catching glove, up high off the crossbar and in. And Alexei Yashin has played another fine game here through 2 periods.